that is near and dear to Lisa's heart because I would have never thought of this because I don't even particularly like this holiday. I feel like it's nothing but the devil. But
I used to go to church, everybody. You go to the Harvest Festival, trunk or treat.
Yeah, the only tricking I do is in never. That's a whole other conversation. But
that's a different channel.
That was before I was saved. So we decided all of us to go around and do our top 3 Halloween episodes from shows. Well, you know the rules here, guys. We have no rules, so we're just gonna do our top 3 Halloween things pertaining to entertainment. Yes, Halloween. So, with Lisa, you being a newbie and it's being some of your subject matter, let's go ahead and start off with you. What are your top 3 Halloween-inspired things?
So, excuse me.
Start with 3.
My number 1 is Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. So, I am a huge Simpsons fan. I have a Homer Simpson tattoo. Like, The Simpsons is just something I never outgrew. I'm one of those people who still watches a new episode, and I just think that the Treehouse of Horror is just apex television. So I love it. I think it's hilarious. So I picked the Treehouse of Horror episode where Ned Flanders is like Dexter Morgan, and Homer is just like tricking him into killing people, which is fantastic. And then the other one that I picked was I did the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So season 2, I want to say it's episode 10, where it's the Halloween episode where they all their Halloween costumes they become their Halloween costumes. And
we have a saying: sit down and shut the. Whoa! She must be right. We must have some kind of amnesia.
I don't know what that is, but I'm certain I don't have it. I bathe quite often.
How do you explain this?
I don't. I was brought up a proper lady. I wasn't meant to understand things. I'm just meant to look pretty, and then someone nice will marry me. Possibly a baron.
And then the third one. I personally
love that episode because it actually gives Xander something to do.
Yeah, I can't wait. I
really
really can't wait to like deep dive into that, honestly, because yeah. So, and then the third one was just like an honorable mention because it's not technically a Halloween episode, but it is like a horror themed episode, and it's the Boy Meets World season 5 episode. I don't know, it's later in the episode. I want to say like episode 18 or something like that, but where Jennifer Love Hewitt is a guest star, and
her sweaters.
Yeah, and she was wearing one.
Killer! You're the killer! And I know you're gonna tell me you're not the killer, and because you're beautiful, you think I'm gonna believe you, but I'm not! It's just like that movie, Killer, Killer, You're the Killer, and I know you're gonna tell me that
I'm not the killer.
I believe you.
Like,
yes.
Yeah, so we could talk, yeah. So that was my top 3.
Absolutely. So, 1, Treehouse of Horror. What would name your top 3? So if somebody's listening and they're like, "Oh man, I want to go back and watch Treehouse of Horror on Disney Plus." Disney Plus, give us a deal. What would you say your top 3? Treehouse of Horror. Right. Would you suggest someone to go watch? What would be your top 3 off the top of your head?
Oh, easily the one where they make fun of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Ned Flanders is the guy with the hook. So it's so freaking funny. That is so funny. And then obviously the one I picked with Ned Flanders being Dexter Morgan, and then the Shining episode.
That's a classic. That is a classic.
Yeah, because he's like, "Don't you mean The Shining?" And Willie's like, "What? Shut up! You want to get sued?"
Working his play makes Homer something.
Go crazy. Yeah.
Along the lines of no TV and no beer make Homer something.
Go crazy?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, like it's just they're so great. I mean, but honestly, there's any episode where Ned Flanders is the devil is just great too.
So,
perfect. Yes.
Obviously, it seems like you're a Ned Flanders fan. Have you listened to the Ned Flanders metal band Oakley Dokley?
No, I didn't even know that was. Is that a thing?
There is a metal
Okay.
where all the members dress like Ned Flanders, and they play
Huh.
metal music about Ned Flanders, and they're called Oakley Dokley. It's the weirdest shit you've ever seen, next to Guar or ICP or something.
So
Gotcha,
do
gotcha,
you
gotcha.
recommend it or
Hell
not
no.
recommend it? Oh, okay.
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm sure
Just-
Tim
just a
Turk was like,
sidebar.
no, they're the best band ever. Shout out to Tim Turk, he's not paying attention.
All right, and then one day we'll circle back around to Xander and Buffy because I have a theory about how every member of every group has like the heart of the team. Xander is literally the worst heart of the team in the history of all fantasy, sci-fi, and everything. But we'll save that discussion for another day.
Oh gosh, we could,
He's-
yeah, I could. Yeah, I
He's
actually made
literally
a
the worst.
comment. I actually made a comment about that. So if we get to talk about that, yeah. Oh,
He's
I
literally the
can't
worst
wait
character
to talk
in this
about
show.
that episode.
All right. Well, I'm gonna save the best for last, so I'm gonna let Jason go last because he has a lot of interesting entries. So I'm just gonna jump in now and then let you have it because all my Halloween episodes are stupid because I just enjoy like stupid Halloween episodes. So my number 3, coming in at number 3 is How I Met Your Mother, Slutty Pumpkin. I just love the fact that ties in later seasons later.
Yes.
And Ted is such a fool. So I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Slutty Pumpkins, my number 3. My number 2, and it's only because of just one perfect scene in there, is New Girl, the episode Keaton.
Batman Mobile.
Batmobile.
That's what I said, Batman Mobile.
You're putting there's no man. It's just Batmobile.
Batman Mobile.
Batmobile. Drop the man.
Batman Mobile.
Batmobile.
I forgot
What am I just-
about that episode.
That's just fucking hilarious to me. Like
Yes.
every time I see it, it's just hilarious. Jack Johnson can do no evil and no wrong in my eyes. That's why he's the protector of Gotham. And my
got the
number
bubbly
1, and my number 1 is Martin. The night he came home, I just grew up on Martin, and I just remember as a kid, actually legitimately being kind of freaked out by the episode because I was younger, and then realized I was laughing my ass off, especially when one of the demons comes out and it has red eyes, and he's like, "Man, look with your eyes. Stay off that stuff."
Yo, man. Yo, look at your eyes, man. You messing with them drugs, ain't you? Partner, you gotta say no, man. All right?
And I just still always remember that scene of just being like, "Yeah, that's pretty fucking funny." So yes, those are my top 3 Halloween episodes that I've included on my
Luckily,
list.
Jason, you came up with Martin as the very last thing because after New Girl and How I Met Your Mother, I was about to ask you for your black card real quick here.
Oh yeah.
You get one more to merit, Jason.
Right. And I went like real black, like under budget show with stupid effects black. So yes.
You didn't go for a rock with starring Charles S. Dustin, that kind of black.
Half our audience wouldn't even know what that is. So.
Where he curses out a drug kingpin in his own house. Like, that's not a very good idea, Mr. Rock.
At least you called him Mr. Rock. And I mean, he was a trash man. Like, I wasn't shooting the trash man. Like, even if you're a drug dealer. Yeah, you're not shooting the trash
owned
man.
a nice ass house in like Chicago. Like, I don't fucking know where he lived. I can't remember. I think it was New York.
I think it was
Either
Chicago.
way.
I think it was
Or
Chicago.
Chicago.
Because they
Either way.
they were union, so right. It was. I'm pretty sure. I remember it being like a union.
Yeah. I mean,
because they had like a union episode and all.
So
that
he's
stuff.
probably making like $100,000 a year. Driving the truck.
I mean, it's a nice ass house for sure.
Nice ass house. Because his dad lived with him, his brother lived with him. So everybody was living with him. Hopefully they're paying him rent.
No, you know they weren't paying no damn rent. Jason, your top 3 Halloween episodes.
All right. I'm going to start off with my number 1 favorite thing, which was Community. Season 2, episode 6, Epidemiology, where the dean throws a Halloween party for a community and gets like budget meat, and they all end up getting turned into zombies. And the best part of it is when Abed and Troy realize that like just zombies. And Jeff Winger is always concerned about his $600 sports coat rather than the zombies. Classic. I don't care how you feel about Dan Harmon. You can like him, you cannot like him, but like his shows are they're top notch. And this one had all the references you want, all the fun. I watched this today and it's still funny after like 10 years. So 6 seasons of the movie. Here we go.
I do think Dan Harmon too, like especially like the first parts of his series are just like the first like 3 episodes is
just gold.
Funny.
Yeah,
so funny.
comedy gold.
Yeah.
And if you don't remember, he used to have this thing on the internet called Channel 101, where that's how he met Justin Roiland. Was he had a House of Cosbys. Was a show about someone cloning a whole bunch of Bill Cosbys, and they all have different.
Oh no!
It is absolutely insane. Each Cosby has a different personality as he clones them.
Nope. No, thank you.
Not only one of them is a raper Cosby.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Think so.
They're all Cosbys, so they're all don't drink nothing in that house.
I'd like to explore, and I'll get into stuff. Maybe I can look around, Rudy. You see, Theo, each Cosby is getting worse than the last, you see.
Jesus, you're right, Cosby one.
I like to explore the house, I will go around the house. I'm Curiosity Cosby, you see.
Dear God, this has to stop now.
But I say, don't leave no glasses around. No glasses.
Number 2 for me. Gotta go with Lisa, Treehouse of Horrors, The Simpsons, man. That's a fundamental, memory of my life. It made me the man I am today. Particularly the one from Treehouse of Horrors 7. That's the one with Hugo.
Who or what is Hugo? I'm afraid we haven't been entirely honest with you, Bart. You see, you have a brother.
So I have 2 brothers?
Lisa, please. Yes, Bart, you have a twin brother.
And Bart being Siamese twins. That's also the one where Lisa has the Tooth City civilization.
She's God. It's amazing.
Poignantly as well, for the climate that we're in, it's also the one about the elections where the aliens come and take over Bill Clinton and Bob Dole. We have an election right now for if you're watching it, currently. So go vote. But if you're watching this 10 years from now, it's 2022. It's a midterm election, and probably if you're watching this in the future, the world is already burned. So you're like, oh, that didn't turn out well. But yeah, still holds up, still hilarious, even to this day, 400 years later.
Yep.
So just a great show. From season 1 to 10. Anything after that, it's obviously garbage.
I don't think everybody on this show agrees with that opinion.
Just messing with you. But my number 3 pick, and this is where I'm going to just throw all the rules out the window, is the little known rap. I don't know if they're little known. They're probably wildly known. I don't know. Maybe
they're known. Yeah,
they're known. The Ghetto Boys from 1995. My mind's playing tricks on me. Particularly the Bushwhack Bills segment of that song, the very end of it, when they're robbing kids on Halloween and he realizes it's not even Halloween and he's like taken to the hospital because he was punched in the street. It's scared the living shit out of me as a child. Literally. And the song's just about their paranoia of growing up in a dangerous area. That's it. It's not about actual ghosts and goblins. But the imagery of that show, of that video, yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat thinking the lyrics of that song, and hopefully
yeah,
maybe I was traumatized. I don't know.
Yeah, you sure nothing happened to you while that video was on? I
feel like maybe we should unpack that a little bit.
Yeah. It's repressing another memory.
Right. Somebody just tell you, don't worry, just keep looking at the screen, and that's the video that always just seemed to be on all of a sudden.
This always seemed to be on. I mean, I spent a lot of time by myself as a child or under no parental supervision. So, that could be it. I don't know.
Yeah, you had like a cajillion siblings, so you weren't by yourself. You were just.
But was I?
Maybe emotionally. Maybe you were just a lost and lonely little boy.
Yeah. The house was full, but my heart was empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, Mom and Dad, and all my siblings.
Like Jason grew up in an environment where they were like, why are you listening to that white stuff? Like, yeah.
Oh, dude, you know my brother. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Which is one of the questions I was going to ask Ron Dawson if he ever had.
Yes. He seems like he's lived a life similar to that one.